Want to go on a bike ride? I do. So welcome to another ride video. This is the day before I go back to work after being out of the office for over a week for Christmas and New Year's. And I want to get in a good gravel ride before I go back to being indoors 10 hours a day. Need to get outside. So it's a beautiful day here. It was very cold a week ago. Barely got out of the 30s, and now it's going to get up to close to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Quite warm. So we're going to do about a 63-mile gravel ride. I'm going to take you with me. We're going to tour the roads of north central Florida, north of High Springs and Alachua. This is a little path that I cut through in the back of my neighborhood to get out to the gravel roads. Keeps me off some of the busier roads. All right, turning on to our first segment of gravel. This one's about 2 miles in length. All the grass is brown. It was green about 2 weeks ago. Some massively cold temperatures turned everything brown. This really is a great time of the year to ride. It can be cold and then a week later it's literally 50 degrees warmer. It's crazy. We'll be going by lots of farmland today. As is typical with most gravel roads in our area, this one has lots of tree cover. And this road is really too narrow for two cars to pass at the same time. So these roads have very little traffic, which is the main reason I love riding gravel. I just love not having to worry about cars. That's the end of the first gravel segment. Many more to come. Second gravel segment. Got to be careful for cars coming around this corner. Hug the inside. So my pace today is zone chill. It's one of those rides where you just want to get out, cover some miles, and enjoy the weather. And like I said, enjoy my last vacation day before going back to work. If you try to ride hard every ride, you'll just burn out. I like riding hard, but I don't want to do it every day. This is what it's all about. So it's obviously a solo ride if you haven't figured that out. I texted a few of my buddies and they were going back to work today. So it's Monday and our offices were closed today, so we could have a holiday for New Year's. Yeah, like I said, it's beautiful. I like doing these videos this time of year for those of you who are stuck indoors, or you ride outdoors in frigid cold temperatures and snow. Either way, I want you to enjoy the scenery here on this beautiful 80-degree day. Like literally, like a week ago, it was, I think, probably 40 degrees this time. I'll take this. All right, we're coming into downtown High Springs, which is to my right. Got a few good restaurants over there. Great Outdoors Cafe is a good restaurant. There's a Mexican restaurant. The Bambi Cafe, which I've never eaten at. I think it's more of a natural foods restaurant that I want to check out sometime. There's also a dive shop in High Springs. Do mixed gases because this is the cave diving capital of the United States, in case you didn't know that. There's the brewery, outdoor brewery. Closed right now, so we're gonna hop on this dirt road right behind the brewery. Head out here for a ways, avoid the downtown area, and then go through a little residential area of High Springs. The dive shop is owned by a guy who's one of the world premier cave divers, and a guy who I bought my first cave diving light from back in college. Don't cave dive anymore, but when I did, I got really into it and just loved it. That guy's been all over the world. He's mapped Wakulla Springs near Tallahassee. Very deep technical dive. Anyway, just a little High Springs trivia for you. This road's kind of cool. I've never seen a car on this road. It's more of a double track than a road. Cutting through the little residential area of High Springs, a little west of town. Some old houses in here. We just turned onto 441, which is my least favorite part of this ride because it's the busiest road that we'll encounter and the speed limit's 55. But I've got my Garmin Varia and I've got my mirror, so I will monitor the traffic. It's 3.5 miles, not too bad. Really nice bike lane though, so that makes it a lot better. Down that road to the left is one of my favorite kayak launch points. Just about a half mile down that road onto the Santa Fe River, where you can access the river rise, where the river comes out of the ground after being under there for I think like over 3 miles. And we're gonna cross over the Santa Fe River right now. So when I launch from over there, I come to the right here and go up the river. So it's a natural preserve area, so it's really pristine. Lots of incredibly beautiful springs that flow into the Santa Fe River that you can paddle into and swim. Turning off the busy road onto gravel, and we'll be on gravel for a long time. We're going to take a left on one of the sections of Old Bellamy Road. You can't do it continuously now, but Old Bellamy used to be an old wagon road from Tallahassee, Florida to Jacksonville. Can you imagine having a good gravel bike back in those days? It's a pretty cool road. There's several segments that you can hit of this road, but you cannot ride it all continually. Got a few small hills on this part. We'll do another segment of Bellamy near the end of the ride that has the big steep hills on it. That one's a classic gravel road for Gainesville. That was in my video, the Heartbreaker ride video that I put out a couple weeks ago. We're ready to stop at our first dining establishment, the Peanut Butter and Honey Cafe. My favorite ride food. Carbs, protein, tastes good. A little messy, but about 25 cents you can make these. These trees are beautiful. So came off the gravel and we're going to be on this little bike path just for a few minutes, and then it's back on gravel. What's up, buddy? All right, I'm going to take a right turn and continue on the gravel. Still lots of gravel. I love this route. More wide open area of gravel road. Still got some fall colors hanging on here, which is really nice. And back into the trees. All right, now we're turning onto a segment of gravel that's one of my favorites out here. It's hilly, it's beautiful, and hardly any traffic at all. I think I've probably seen 2 cars on this road in all my years of riding it. That is an old house there. A little downhill section here. Old barn there, old house there that's been kept up pretty well. Zone chill just got interrupted by zone Fido. I outran the Labrador. That doesn't happen very often. Like, some people say they get chased by dogs all the time on gravel rides. It doesn't happen to me very often. In fact, I don't carry my pepper spray right now. I need to get like a little holster for my bike. Keep the pepper spray on it. That one didn't look, he wasn't like vicious. We are turning onto a gravel road called October Road. Another good one. Turning onto a smaller gravel road. I've seen this one completely flooded. That's a floodplain over there. There's a creek that we come over, and there was a big storm that we had, and this whole road was completely underwater. I had to change my route. Like I said, there's a few fall of colors left over. Still hanging on. Man, it's so beautiful out today. Oh my gosh, love it. This sector of gravel can be pretty sandy when it's dry. We had some rain a couple days ago. I think it should be all right, but the gravel road was not too bad, not too sandy. Turns into a pretty narrow paved road. We are way out in the country. That's why I love gravel riding. We're gonna turn onto a county road called 1491. It's not gravel, but it is a nice road. Not a lot of traffic, got some hills on it, some pretty countryside. We'll take a ride onto it and immediately have a hill to climb. Those cows are eating the debris there that someone piled up while there's a fire on it. That's hilarious. So we're going to turn left off of 1491 onto yet another good gravel segment. This one also starts off with a hill. Pretty gentle, goes for a ways. On the other side of the fence. This little guy, I don't know how he got outside the fence. What's up, little dude? All right, well, you think you got to go down that way, partner. Oh, you can't get over. So right up here, we're going to take a right onto Old Bellamy Road, the section that's the hilliest. Again, that's the one that's in that Heartbreaker video that I made. Really good section of road. And these hills can get pretty steep on this road. Definitely interrupts my chill zone to get up these. All right, no longer on Old Bellamy. We went onto a paved road and then back onto more gravel. Hey buddy, mind if I fill up my water bottle? I'm out of water. Yeah, I'll pass. Back in the hood, that was a great ride. The roads were in great condition. I didn't expect 79 degrees and sunny. That was awesome. It was a little humid, pretty high dew point going on right now, but can't complain, man. For January, that's crazy. So yeah, thanks for joining me on this ride. I know this video has probably gotten pretty long, but I mean, why not film a bunch when it's a beautiful day? So those are some of the gravel roads around my house. Had just right about 62 miles, a little over 62. Time was 3 hours and 56 minutes so far, just about 1 minute from the house. So again, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video.